how many more Terramorphs are we going to have to fight?
All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm?
In here? Nope.
What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only. What's happening?
Great. Wonderful. I can't wait to literally not have the ammo to kill that.
Leeches are terramorphs.
What? No. It can't be true. Heat leeches are everywhere. They live everywhere. That means terramorphs. Oh my God.
You just saw that, right?
I
You
sure
would
did.
tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets.
What we just witnessed, that can't be how all Terramorphs are born, right?
No, Lazarus plants can't grow anywhere but here, let alone blossom. People have tried. Plus, if what we just witnessed was happening anywhere else, well, it wouldn't just be Londinian lost to these things. What we just saw, it must be some kind of alternate growth method. One that winnows 70 years of maturation into seconds.
That is very convenient.
It's incredible.
What does this mean for the plans to clean up the Terramorphs?
That I don't have an answer for right now. But if they share a genome, like most nymphs and adults do, the microbe should have no problem dealing with heat leeches and terramorphs. The Aciles we'll have to look into. But given what we know about the creatures, I wouldn't be shocked to find that they've got an appetite for both.
This feels like a pretty major discovery.
Pretty major is right. But if what we just saw, if that's possible, the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, could someone have set that up?
Yes. Probably. I wonder if it was Vae Victis. Does he get anything out of an attack on New Atlantis? It's certainly plausible.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
Great.
Proceed. Go.
Just don't know how I'm going to possibly take out another Terramorph. Not only is this thing the only weapon that does enough damage to fucking touch them, it also has, like, the 30% bonus damage against aliens, which no other weapon I have does. Extreme cold again. Yay. Well, hello. Oh, this one's only a level 6. That's good. basically out of that now.
Let's get to the bottom of this. First of all, Kaiser's got the cell data from the new Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
When they don't have like 50 bars of shielding and stuff, then it's fine, but...
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
I think this means the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attack in New Atlantis.
Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks.
A bioweapon no one would recognize as one. Oh, that's a terrifying prospect.
Sort of thing that'll keep you up at night. And the sort of thing whoever did this probably didn't expect us to uncover. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one. It couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the terramorphs. These attacks. I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
But didn't you say this plant can't grow anywhere but here? So if they knew this information, they'd have had to be here to see it?
It can't. At least, I didn't think it could.
And then
But
take
maybe
the cutting?
if we're right about this, someone found a way.
I thought the timings of those terramorphs showing up was suspicious.
They certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple big questions.
Frostbite became worse.
Who
Hooray!
could pull something like this off? And
I
why?
feel like Vae Victis is one of the only people that has the fucking wherewithal to do shit. Could blame her dad, Vae Victis, could blame Ecliptic, could blame House Faroon, could blame Commander Hatum, Freestar Collective, United Colonies. Can't start hurling accusations. We have no real idea.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Great,
Roger
there's
that.
another sample to get
Kaiser,
with another
get us
terramorph
into the spaceport.
that I won't be able to kill. Because I don't have any more ammo for the minigun. Yay. This is great. Wonderful. Feels like they just did no balancing on the terramorphs. They were like, oh yeah, I'm sure that's fine. And then accidentally added like 6 more zeros to their health pool. Oh yeah, they'll be able to deal with that. Yeah, no worries. Just looking around praying that ammo will be anywhere, but it doesn't look like it.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the
Crippled.
lock mechanism.
I'm fucking crippled, apparently. Running uses O2, and sprinting immediately exhausts O2.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was good.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser,
Like,
see if you can't
what
find
do
another
they
way to get
expect
it
me to
open.
do with all this?
Roger.
It's like just constantly status affecting me. But I have no way of dealing with it, right? Do I have any of the fucking triple droplets? I don't think I do I? Triple droplets. Anywhere? Nope. Really cool stuff. Really enjoyable.
That
Very, very fun.
I have recon protocols active.
Am I supposed to go up here or something? What do
There's
you
the
want me
control
to
panel.
do?
Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Am I able to figure this out? I mean... Oh no, that doesn't work for that one. Okay, that doesn't work at all. That works. So do I have one that can go top right 2 and the bottom left? No, I don't. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's also the bottom one. No, that doesn't work. That works. Do I have one that can go the 3 edge cases? Yes, potentially. Yeah, it's that, right? I think. Yeah. Okay. Next layer. That doesn't work. That works. If I have one that goes top left, middle right, bottom right. No, that doesn't work either. So is it this one here then? No, that doesn't work. Because the only one this one can go to is here. So I need a 3-pronged one, so it's one of the final 2, and it has to go top left, middle right, bottom right. But neither of these go top left, middle right, bottom right. That's top left and middle right, but not bottom right. And that's top left and middle right, but again, not bottom right. So it doesn't work. Unless here? Top left, middle right, bottom left? Bottom left doesn't work. Bottom left doesn't work. Bottom left does work. Hooray! Oh man, that was tough. Oh boy. That was literally 2 singular bullets. Literally 2 singular bullets. How very kind. How very generous. Oh my god, there's another one. Bro. I don't think it's worth it for 2 singular bullets. I really don't think it's worth it.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
And we do that. Ah, Captain. I think I see it.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic.
Yep, that means he was here, he saw it.
Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Yeah, but don't you get it? If he was here, then he could see the plant and he knows what happened. Yep. It's him. It's fucking him, I called it.
Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties? Yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. They'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording.
Called it.
We should talk.
Wait, where was it?
Vae Victis. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the terramorphs. And
Well,
all
good thing he's
this
already
a
in jail,
secret.
huh?
Didn't he?
That's certainly how I interpreted
He
it.
saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. Condemned this whole city to death. He's
A cold-blooded murderer.
No, he's worse than a murderer. He's a butcher. He doesn't give a damn about human lives. He simply uses them as pawns to satisfy his goals.
Yes. Exactly what we all thought he was. But if the plant was used to trigger the attacks, could Vae Victis have been involved in the massacre on New Atlantis?
It's the only lead we've got.
And even if he wasn't directly involved, I guarantee he knows something.
So you're telling us that the attack on New Atlantis was Vae
Sarah, turn
Victis'
around.
responsibility, just like the loss of Londinium. That's insane.
But I guess we're not getting any more answers right now. Come on, let's go get that last sample.
Yeah, let's go get that last sample. That's gonna go great when I can't fucking walk without running out of O2. And sprinting instantly runs me out of O2. Like, this is gonna go wonderful.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
Brilliant.
Sounds good. I feel.
Hooray, I'm out of O2. Hooray. From literally walking. Very good. What kind of horrific fucking final terramorph are we gonna have to fight with no ammo? What's this gonna be? Go on, give me the bad news.
What the hell? Is that the sample? My God, concentrate fire! Shoot! Shoot!
44. I just deal like no damage to it. Like, what do you expect me to do, game? Literally, man, what do you expect?
That sound!
That thing, putting out some kind of signal. Radar's
Don't tell me
lighting
it's
up.
summoning
I think
more
it was
terramorphs. Oh, good, it is. Wonderful. Plus side, it seems like maybe it can't get up here, so...
The signal that thing
Also, apparently, my enemies, my friends, are tearing through its shielding, so that's good. I'm gonna just pop a heal.
There should be some radar equipment powered up. Get this online.
We did it, Reddit.
My signal.
Trolls! They're not coming after us. Guess we should grab that sample while we can.
Yeah, I don't know if the shotgun was ripping through it, or if that was my teammates suddenly actually doing damage when they weren't before.
Good.
But either way, I'll take it.
Sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Either way, I'll fucking take it.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Return to forward base. Can I do that fast traveling? I presume so. Yeah. Up there.
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Is the plan still going to work now we've got to clean up heat leeches and terramorphs?
Can't be positive until we run some tests. But knowing that the terramorphs have been masquerading as heat leeches all this time is a big find. Arguably makes things more feasible, now that we know what we're dealing with, not less.
Agreed. Plus, I don't think you're gonna have to push real hard to get folks on board with cleaning up one of the galaxy's greatest pests if this is what they're capable of.
But none of that's getting done without the samples. You do have them, right?
Sure do.
Ah, this place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vae Victis knew about this damn plant?
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Oh, right. I forgot that interesting. I wonder how that conversation would have gone if we hadn't told her the truth. Because we told her the truth earlier, so that whole conversation, she knew he's currently alive and could make use of that information. But... yeah, it could have gone differently if we hadn't told her. Let's just fucking say it, I guess. He's alive and under UC custody.
I'm sorry, what? She's pulling my leg, right? Adrian?
I don't believe she is.
So that means we have a suspect.
Indeed.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain. Percival and I, we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But Vae Victis is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him?
Sure thing.
See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know.
Do you want to come with me?
Captain, I truly don't. He's already shown he's taken an interest in you. I'll be a lot more useful in the lab right now than I would be grilling Francois. So do you think you could do it? Please?
You really think it was him?
Plenty of people out there with grudges against the UC, but he's the only one we know had any knowledge of the Lazarus plant. So right now, it's the only option we've got. Will you do it?
He and I are going to have some words.
Good. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
You're welcome. Clap. Bunch of XP. Love to see it. Right, speak to Vae Victis.
Longing for Nira. I did not think this was possible.
Is that just pointing me to my ship? I guess, probably. Hang on, can I... Let me fast travel to my ship. Can I sleep on my ship to get rid of these fucking...
Do you need a little bit of time?
Get rid of these fucking status effects and shit? Is there anywhere I can sleep? I don't know where I'd sleep otherwise. Can I sleep here? How long for? Let's go for a nice 24 hours. Oh, you have to wait it. You have to actually wait for it to tick down? Wonderful. Okay. Sure. I have literally no idea if sleeping cures fucking status ailments, but I hope so. I would like to believe. Man, did they really have to make it take this long? Is there any fucking reason why they'd be like, yeah, let's not just have it instantly pass. Let's not just, whatever time you choose, you click the button and it just passes. No, we must make it so that you have to sit here and fucking wait. That's just so much more fun, said the genius designer. That really fucking improves the game.
Time to get back to the world, eh?
You awaken feeling well rested. Still got the fucking status effects. Wonderful. Wonderful. Running still uses O2 and sprinting immediately exhausts it. And I don't have anything to cure that. And sleeping didn't cure it. How fun and enjoyable. So I already mastered that. So I wanted to get down to rejuvenation. Have to spend 8 more skill points down here, huh? Physical damage reduced, that could be good. More oxygen available. I don't know. Maybe stealth? Do I care about stealth? Adds a stealth meter. You're 25% more difficult to detect when sneaking. I don't know if I care about that. But I do need to put... If I want to get down to rejuvenation, I do need to put the points into this tree, so I don't know. Social's obviously good. Lasers, I don't think I have enough yet. No, I need 50 kills for that. Science. Don't know if I want to do that. Jetpack I already maxed out, right? Yeah. We have picked 5 locks. I could upgrade this, but it turns out that there's actually kind of no point. I have learned that, like, the level of the lock you are hacking has literally 0 correlation to what's inside. So if you open the most basic lock, you might get 1 grey weapon inside. And if you open the most master lock, you might also get 1 grey weapon inside. It's like, there's no bit of code that says if it's a higher level lock, then there is better shit inside it, right? It is kind of worthless. So I don't think I'm going to be upgrading that anymore. The ship stuff I just don't care about at all. So I guess we're just going to be... I mean, I do like the social stuff. Apparently I can't even rank this one up there yet though, so whatever. So I guess we're going stealth maybe? could be useful. Or just increasing maximum health. Stealth could be good. Perform 10 sneak attacks. Right. I don't know if I'm gonna like focus on that, but probably good to be able to stealth.
Haiku. I just read about them.
A haiku.
Definitely don't care about your haiku. New Atlantis, land. Take your time. Alright, and then if I go to the map, can I then yeet myself over to wherever I need to be? Is it this one? I don't know which one it is. Oh, this map is so terrible. Oh, it's unbelievably bad. Is it this one? Wait, that's where I am. Fuck. Is it this one then? No, that's the ship. It's not commercial district. It's not residential district. Is it Mars district then? I can't believe they couldn't bother putting in a fucking map. Like, what? What are you doing? What are you doing that you couldn't be asked to put in a map? People have made great maps. The game's been out like a couple of weeks and people have already made awesome city maps. It would not take that much effort, but they just couldn't be asked apparently. Very strange. Are you seriously not gonna fucking let me get up there, game? Really? Really? You know what would be really cool is if I could fucking get rid of this frostbite shit. That would be fantastic. And yet I have no food with which to do that. And nowhere that I know of to buy food that would do that. So I'm just stuck with it, I guess, because resting doesn't get rid of it, because that would be too fucking kind. You finish the mission and get back to your ship and rest it off. That would be a nice compromise, but no. You've got to just fucking keep it forever, I guess. Very fun. Thank you, Bethesda. Feels like they're just going out of their way to make really irritating decisions in this game.
Well, what a pleasant surprise.
Not
when
likewise.
I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
I don't know. Is there anything you want to tell me about your time in Londinian?
I haven't been to Londinian in many years. Why? Is there some way I could be of assistance? Were you able to
maybe.
recover what you were looking for?
Don't play dumb. We know you're behind the attacks in New Atlantis.
Now, what in the heavens would make you claim something as ludicrous as that?
Because you're the only other person who knew the Lazarus plant can be weaponized.
That's quite the claim, Captain. I hate to think what would happen if such a patently untrue statement reached the ears of the cabinet. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
Amogus. So you're really claiming you don't know anything about the attacks? Is that what you're claiming?
Of course. Do I look like I'm in any position to do what you're describing?
You literally are controlling teams of people from your little jail cell.
Not share what you found. We wouldn't want anyone else jumping to conclusions now, would we?
I can hear it in your voice. Fear. You're afraid because you know you've been discovered.
You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my collaboration between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
You're angry about what the UC did to you. This is petty revenge. Any questions? Associate, who have you been working with?
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
I don't know. I feel like... I don't know if it would just be petty revenge, but it's a unique dialogue option, so I'm going to take it.
Oh, my revenge was far from petty, Captain. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
You didn't even trust your own people?
These were the final days of the colony war, Captain. The Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. I was concerned that if word got out, the Collective could swoop down, start breeding Lazarus plants, and overrun our worlds with waves of terramorphs. Just like what was happening on Londinian at that very moment. Sealing off the city to prevent mass death, it was the only option that made sense at the time.
No secret is so dangerous you can justify condemning so many lives.
Easy to say now, but in that moment, I wasn't about to add another dangerous variable to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
Well, we definitely have recording in this cell, right? So you've just admitted it all? Like, so there's, like, you're fucked? Why does that name sound familiar? Is because it's the fucking guy that I tried to take alive and it didn't work.
Can't remember the many lives you've taken. Orlays was the man whose death you brought about around the moon of Etheria. The pilot of the Warlock. The man I had to eliminate. To hide my secret.
How could you have coordinated all this from here?
It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient. Dropped off at just the right moment.
Again, we definitely have recording here, right?
All without the UC realizing whom you're actually dealing with. Slow work.
I don't know why he'd admit all
But as
this.
you can see,
Like, it doesn't serve him at all to admit all this shit. Why do you care if the UC wants you as an advisor?
Why would I want to be in the good graces of the people who control my very life? I don't know, Captain. Maybe I still dream of a life outside these walls someday. A new face would be needed, of course, but it wasn't an impossibility. Though now, I'm not so sure.
So you murdered UC citizens because of some slight against your honor. You're sick.
There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
What kind of honors are we talking here?
Something befitting the dedication to the colonies you two have shown. While of course they can't give you a command, responsibility like that has to be earned. The Cabinet does have access to considerable resources. I expect you'll be quite pleased with the result. And none of it would have happened.
Subtitle fail. None it would have happened. They'd be honoring me for cleaning up your messes.
You're being honored only because I arranged the situations where it could happen. Be grateful. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief.
I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
You think I'm just gonna forget the fact you killed people to accomplish your good works?
And how many have you killed to get where you are now? There are no great
civilians.
works that don't cost lives, Captain. Whether it's winning a war or digging a tram tunnel. So we sacrificed a few dozen in the attacks to possibly protect millions. That seems like a fair exchange to me. I only hope you'll see the same and leave my name out of the discussions to come.
What kind of work are we talking about here?
Hunting down criminals and other threats to the United Colonies. I expect they'll give me a bit more free range once this is all over. You would help
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Track them down and keep them from doing harm to the United Colonies.
I think I'm probably going to tell them.
If the Cabinet learns I'm the one responsible for the attacks.
Hope you've enjoyed this talk, because once I tell the Cabinet, it'll probably be your last.
That is a pity, Captain. But I'm in no position to negotiate. Though we needn't be enemies, you and I. Just think about the opportunity I've provided here. There are more on the horizon. If you do the right thing.
It sounds like the opportunity he's offering is just like, hey, do you want to have fucking infinite, like, randomly generated quests where you talk to me, I tell you to go and get Mr. Boppy Woppy from the blah blah zone, and I fly there, and I kill the dude, and then I come back, and he's like, thanks for killing Mr. Bloppy Woppy from the blah blah zone. Now I've got a new one for you. It's Mr. Wiggle Smee from the plethora of fucking whatever zone. And then I go and kill Mr. Wiggle Smee. And, you know, I feel like I don't think there's actually anything, like, any actual interesting quests that he could provide us with. get over there? Ah. I'm just thinking, you know what? Let's leave off the part here. And we'll make that decision in the next part, I guess. Decide what we're going to do. And also maybe find something that cures this fucking disease thing. That would be good. What is it again? Frostbite. It's the 3 droplets thing. Would really like a thing that cures 3 droplets. That would be fantastic. But who knows when we're going to find one of those. Anyway, that's it for today. When we come back, we will potentially wrap up this quest line. It seems like we are maybe right near the ending here. We will see. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you did, if you could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the videos around, share the playlist around if you can. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time for more Starfield. Thanks for watching. See you then.